Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. John Belkowitz, Intelligent Concrete. Wanted to do a quick coffee talk this morning on testing in the lab. You know, we get to work on some pretty freaking fun and awesome projects. Sometimes they definitely keep us up at night, but you know, one of the things that we like doing that it seems to be a resistance in the industry to do that is to use, and this is strictly for research and development, is use ASTM 109 and ASTM 305 for development purposes of concrete admixtures. Now, bear in mind I'm saying research in development, and I'm referring to using this as a sample instead of this as a sample. So we got mortar and grout, and this is concrete. And the difference being the amount of paste and the size of rock that we're using, or the maximum size of our aggregate, and this being, you know, your sand, and this being like your 3/4 inch, 1 inch rock. And you know, people, they always have this, you know, this thing to say that, well, this is not concrete. Well, no shit, it's not concrete. And the idea behind this is, you know, you can assume that the trends, or at least the gradient of the trend, is going to remain the same when you compare reference to experimentals, whether you're doing mortar or grout or concrete. You know, you just have to assume that you're not going to get the same exact strengths. And you know, good concrete practices dictate that we have to do concrete before we go out to the field. So if this is what you think, you know, you would be relying on to go out to the field, then you know, you need to reevaluate your critical path from research development to the operational job site. So yeah, so this is you know, a sample from one of the mixes or one of the admixtures that we're developing for one of our clients, and it's a pretty freaking cool project. And right now, you know, normally we do anywhere between 7 and, you know, 50 mixes, depending on how difficult the project is, and normally it's 7 to 13. You know, we use some very specific models, but you know, once we get to around mix 7, 13, you know, we got the right blend. We see a nice increase in strength. How you doing, sir? We see these nice increase in strength. You know, that's when we feel comfortable that we have a nice vintage to show to our client that, you know, now we go from research and development to getting ready for field applications, and that's when we switch to this. And I tell you folks, the biggest reason we do this is to save our clients money. Now, if you don't know how to use ASTM 305 and 109, shoot us a message. It's a 5-minute conversation over the phone, and we don't mind giving that information up. And maybe, you know, we can do another video that goes into a little bit more depth of our phasing or our level and round systems that we have. But you know, the ASTM really spells it out for you, and there's other ASTMs that piggyback off of those two. You know, ASTM 1240 piggybacks off of 109 and 305. You know, it tells you for silica fume use, you can use high range water reducers. Anyway, you know, check it out. If you have any questions, shoot us a message, whether it's on one of our posts or shoot us a direct message. Remember, we're the experts in concrete. If you have any questions or concerns, we're the ones to ask. Go concrete, beat asphalt.